All right, guys, today we're going to be making a floating kayak rope, so let's jump right in. All right, guys, you're going to need some paracord, some carabiners, some scissors or a knife, a lighter, and of course, your pool noodle. All right, guys, you're going to take your paracord, you're going to unravel it, cut you about, I cut about 15 feet of cord off. And what I typically do is use a pallet bar knot. So how you do that is you take your paracord, you just bend it like so. Now you'll take your carabiner, you'll run it through and tie a typical overhand knot. Now you want to make sure that you've got plenty of cord to do this with, because when you take it, run it through, when you tie your overhand knot, you're going to have this loop. Now what you're going to do is take your carabiner, run it back through the little loop that you just created. And it's very important that the original knot you made, this loop comes past it, and then you pull it. That loop will tighten up against your original knot. Some people will just normally will cut this. You can tape it. I can cut this, and what I'll do is I'll take the lighter and singe the frayed in here. Well, it won't keep fraying. Now we'll take the other end, and this is where we will slide our pool noodle on, which I typically use about, about a foot or so. You don't really have to measure. You can use a pair of scissors also for that. Now you'll just take your pool noodle, you'll run your paracord through here. And you will do the same process on this end. You'll tie another Palomar knot. Again, you'll run it through, tie a typical overhand knot. You will have the loop. You'll run the carabiner back through the loop, take the loop past your original knot, and cinch it down. Just like that. And what's very important that I think that I missed on the first one is on this Palomar knot, on the tag end, make sure that you tie another overhand knot in the tag end and push it all the way up to your knot. That way it cannot pull through. You can cut it here. Then take your lighter, singe the end. All right. And there you have it. And I promise you that will not come off. All right, guys, once you're out on the water and you're ready to use your floating kayak rope, what you're going to do is you're going to approach your piling from down current. Now, depending on which side that you want to use it on, what you're going to do is you're going to take your pool noodle, you're going to throw it out in front of you, but on the opposite side of the piling. Now, the current will force the pool noodle back towards you. Now, once this rope hits the piling, it will pull it on around. It'll actually wrap around back towards you. What you'll use is just grab it, take the carabiner, snap it to the rope. Now, once it pulls tight, this will cinch around the piling. And all you're going to do is you're going to adjust however length of cord you want out, and you've got two options or a couple different options. You could either attach this carabiner to either a handle or whatever on your kayak, but a lot of people, they just simply hook it to their anchor trolley. All right, guys, once you've made your floating kayak rope, to get ready for storage, all you got to do is take your knot here, tuck it in the pool noodle there, then you'll take your cord, you'll run it down one side, wrap it around the carabiner one time, and you begin wrapping it around the pool noodle. Now what this does is it'll keep it all tight, nice and tight. But we will be using this later today. My buddy Glenn and I will be going kayak spec fishing. Now there's a problem here that I just noticed is he's a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, and this is Gator colors. I'm sorry, buddy, but that's all Walmart had. And a good friend of mine from work gave me this pool noodle, and it just happened to be blue, so. But, all right, guys. So when you get to the end here, you could either take the carabiner, hook it back to the carabiner up top, tuck it underneath your rope here to hold it down on that one end, pull it tight. You can hook it here, back underneath, which is what I do. It just kind of holds everything in place. So there you have it, tight lines, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.